So this is the second part. I will go through the process of how to find your position on the map without electronic equipment like GPS, in a precise enough way for artillery. I limit map zoom here, so I cannot really zoom more because it is pretty unrealistic to use map zooms more than this, because it is a 25,000 map, and that should be, in real it's about 4 centimeters, so that's probably what you will see in real life if you're working with map tools on your map. Anyway, let's get into it. I just zeroed my aiming circle. For this purpose, what I need is to have, obviously there are 3 ways to find your position without electronic equipment. It is either that you know 2 directions to 2 orientation point and you will be in the intersection of the 2, or you need 1 orientation point, the azimuth if and you know the distance from it, or you need 2 distances. The 2 distance method is not very practical when you know 2 distances and you draw a circle and you are in the where the 2 circles intersect. The 2 methods what people use in the field, mostly it is the 2 lines where the two azimuth, 2 known azimuth to known positions intersect each other. That's where your position is. Or you know 1 azimuth, your orientation point, and you, for example, if you can take the orientation point this house, you will measure the azimuth, and if you know the distance to this house, you can pinpoint your location. Since there is nothing very close, but I know the distance from my position because I'm somewhere here, I need to use the 2-line methods, the cross-secting methods. In order to do that, I need to find some points to orient myself to. Well, it should be whatever you can identify on the map. Like that house. You see that house? I probably can identify that house on the map because just for a cheat sheet I'm looking in that way. So I'm seeing probably this house at the edge of the salt lake, and there are 2 houses. You see one on the south and one on the north east part, and that is the barn. That is the barn. This is this, and that one, it is this house. So let's orient ourselves to these. What is it? Eastern edge of that house. Okay. Well, with the aiming circle you should drop off all your weapons and everything, the metal, because it was just go nuts. So that was our house. Let's get to the aiming circle. We zeroed it, and that was our house. Let's measure on it, and you see the reading what we have. We need the aiming circle, the absolute azimuth. That was 5779. But be aware that we are reading here magnetic azimuth in order to make it a map azimuth, because if from a field you go to the map, if you have eastward magnetic declination like we have here, to the magnetic azimuth you need to add 98, and that way you will get 5779 plus 98, that equals 5877. So that will be our map azimuth. Let's go to the map, bring up our map tools. Here you need the normal map tool. Let me show you why. Because the normal map tool has 6400 NATO standard, and you just need to change the scale. And you better do that. Is the NATO one, but that's not that well. You just need to change to the NATO one, but as a combined one also with this map tool, you also have the combined. It have both. The upper one is the Russian and the lower one is the NATO wheel. So whatever you choose, let's go with the NATO wheel. And what we need to set up is the 5877. So we go to the 5000 800. Yeah, let's go with the let me show you something, because with the combined it is easier, because with the combined you have the inner scale, the NATO meals, the outer scales, the Russian meals, and the non-use scale, which helps you to read the small digits, is more handy to get to 5877. How do we get? It's 58, but we aware that it is 20. So one with the NATO scale, with the 6004, one between two marks you have 20 mils, not 10 mils, just like in the Russian. So it's 20 mils, and the small ones you read the 20s here, 2, 4, 1, 20, whatever. Let me show you how. 5877, so 5820, 40, 60, and it is 80. So the 5877 between 60 and 80. And how? 77 comes 60 plus 17, so you here to the 17, and you align the 17. The 17, you see, you align with its mark, and this is a non-use scale. This is a very fancy one, old an old thing, but if you know how it works, it is pretty easy, because you can very precisely read the digits. Good. So let's put onto our orientation point the house here, and let us draw a line here. I like the cross better because it is a little smaller. Okay. Now what we need to do here is to draw a line in between our cross and the edge of that house. That's one line. And go back to the map, and we need to find another good spot. What we can, yeah, I see that it's a hill, you see, and it's a house on the hill. Well, the thing is that it needs as perpendicular as possible to your previous position, the more accurate. The closer to 90 degrees the intersection is, the more accurate it gets. But anyway, that is what I think identify, because it is a house on a hill. And I'm also have a little cheat here, so I'm looking somewhere there. There's not much hills here. You see, this is one hill, and I'm looking probably at this house, because this is the only hill I have in my sight. Of probably that way. So, and I see the top of the hill, and this is this, and I see one house, and the next to it, that's good. That's one house. I think it's this house, and on the right is this small. So let's use the whatever, it's southern edge of that house. The southern edge of that house. So here you can, the southern edge of that house, which was our reading is 4567. That's 1000 meter difference. That's not enough, but anyway, 4567 to make it at the magnetic azimuth. The magnetic azimuth, you need to add 98 in NATO mils, and that's going to be 4665. You need to go back to your map and find the 4665. See, on the inner scale, 46, 20, 40, 60, and on the small scale you can find which is 2, 4, 5, and you align the 5 here with the closest mark. And what you need here, it is without moving. That was that house, and that was the southern edge of that house, and you just align it with as closely as possible. And what you need to do is, because you should be at the intersection of these 2 points, which is here. So let's mark this position. That is the position what we were supposed to be. That is our firing position. Well, not really close. I mean, it's 150 meters off. I just misjudged the driving, but anyway. And let's just switch our position option to see how precise we are. If we switch on friendly units, we will need to find ourselves. You see that is pretty accurate, yet our position and the threshold pretty accurately obtained our position here. And let's just switch off. Switch off friendly. Good. And one thing you also need to understand, it is that I'm a little bit away from the gun, so I obtained the position of the aiming circle. I need to correct for that if I need to correct for that, because the gun is, let me count how far it is away, because you need to count steps here. You need to have a magnetic heading, which was what, 5,360, and the distance is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that was how much? Let me do it again. That was 18 steps, and in ARMA, one step is 1.42 meters. So that means 25 meters, 26 meters I am in 5,600 directions. So you get to our map point, our compass going to, so I am 20 something meters of that way. 20 something meters. That's the gun's position, because I obtained 20 something meters from this. Is what it is, not much. It is like here. That's it. So that is the gun's position. That is how you determine your position without electronic equipment on the map.